encore broadcast of the Michael Savage Show.
What is the Savage Nation? It's America's most exciting talk show.
Disgrace to America, Mike said.
I asked you a question, you lying pig. I asked you a question. You're not going to twist the facts for your own racist needs on my show and get away with it, because I am not going to bend to you just because you get away with it everywhere you go, playing that race card on white people.
You're the racist.
Yeah, you the racist. Where'd you learn that one? Who taught you that trick? Throw the trick away and try to use some logic. Maybe you'll get somewhere.
Savage.
I think I have my brains quite fine. I mean, being that
I don't think you have anything but scrambled eggs between your ears.
I've had rocks thrown into my house, and I've had children circle around me.
Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Stop giving me the crap about how evil America is. I'm sick of hearing how evil America is. You all have it pretty good here. That's why everyone's trying to get in. No one's trying to get out. Take a walk and try it on somebody else.
This is the Savage Nation.
And who is it who's on the side of radical Islam? All you've got to do is listen to the voices and you'll know. Lawyers from New York, from the National Lawyers Guild, or the ACLU. Always on the side of the death of America. Always on the side of death of morality. Always on the side of perversion. Always on the side of totalitarianism.
No double talk, just one man's opinion.
Police are giving a briefing on the baby cut out of the mother's womb, and the police won't say one word about the suspects. That's the world we live in. We're living in a prison created by the rotten lawyers. They've destroyed America. They've destroyed the truth. They destroyed the ability to know anything that's going on. And if we don't take this country back from those rotten scum with law degrees, we have no nation left. Not one nation left. Nothing. Take it back from the lawyers. Darn it.
What is the Savage Nation? It's the unvarnished truth.
Paralyzed rats walk again. I never met a rat I wanted to see walk again, to be honest with you. I like to see all the rats I know never walk again. The rats I have dealt with in my life will get punished by God, because I'm actually a good man. Every rat who's ever cheated me has come to an end that was horrendous. I think somebody up there likes me, so I leave it up to God. I don't seek vengeance myself. I've said it to others. Leave vengeance to God. It's not your job.
Savage.
I'm relating to what Steve Cohen, the defense attorney for Chai Vong, after the murder of 6 hunters in cold blood. All I can say is, Steve Cohen, you know, your grandfather probably fled Russia, as did mine. Do you think that he had in mind that you would turn out to be this kind of despicable human being? That the brains and the genius of your people and the thousands of years of suffering was so that you could do this with your law degree? That's what I'd like to ask you if I could sit down with you.
This is the Savage Nation. What is the Savage Nation? It's the unvarnished truth.
Police are giving a briefing on the baby cut out of the mother's womb, and the police won't say one word about the suspects. That's the world we live in. We're living in a prison created by the rotten lawyers. They've destroyed America. They've destroyed the truth. They destroyed the ability to know anything that's going on. And if we don't take this country back from those rotten scum with law degrees, we have no nation left. Not one nation left. Nothing. Take it back from the lawyers. Darn it.
Savage.
I am a hard-working restaurateur that could not find 2 white guys to do what the Latinos that I have hired do for me. And this state would be bankrupt without them. But, I love the show, but you're wrong on this one.
Well, you're wrong. You're just greedy. You're a greedy restaurant owner who likes the fact that you can hire somebody for low wages and have the rest of us pick up the bill. But if you remove the welfare from the able-bodied people who should be working, they'd wash the dishes.
This is the Savage Nation. Listens to Michael Savage. Only the most intelligent callers in all of talk radio.
I'm a speed eater. I don't like to wait. Ask anyone who knows me. That's why I hate restaurants. I order in advance. I get there, I eat, and I leave. Boom. I can't sit through a long thing. Everything starts to hurt in my body. I'm more like Chinese in that regard. I like sticks, shovel it down, goodbye, Charlie, here's the tip. Don't talk to me, serve me, I want out. Boom, bang, bing, bang, hook, bang, goop, out. That's how I like to eat anywhere.
Savage.
You're not alone. We're the majority of America. Not the cripples that they pander to. Not the illegal scum that they pander to. Not the beggars that they pander to. We are the backbone of this country. And no one talks to us. It's like we're vermin. Like we don't exist.
It's not the same old blah, blah, blah.
This is the Savage Nation. What is the Savage Nation? It's the unvarnished truth.
Now that the Republicans own the presidency, they do not represent the American people, in my opinion. They represent the Republican Party and the businessmen who put them in power. There is only one place to go with it, which is vote the bums out. Only by throwing the Republicans out of office will we regain a voice in Congress. If a Democrat wins, why then the Republicans become a minority party. Who are they going to turn to get reelected? You and me, the little guys. Right now, we are silenced.
Savage.
Stop giving people welfare. Go drive around in the cities and see who's sitting on a stoop drinking a beer in the middle of the day, or smoking a crack pipe, or enjoying a nice marijuana cigarette, dressed in nice multicolored outfits as they march around with flags from their homeland. Take a look. Take a good look at it. And tell me they're all here to work hard. That's nonsense.
This is the Savage Nation. What is the Savage Nation? It's the unvarnished truth.
The ACLU, always on the side of death, destruction, and degeneracy, the 3 Ds, filed a lawsuit to try to stop the law that's going into effect to stop infanticide, which is partial birth abortion. The entire world wants it stopped, and these degenerate scum on the left think that they're bigger than the government. They're out of control, anarchistic sons of guns. They don't respect the law. When they lose even on the level of Congress, they will still go around the law.
Savage.
Who is it who is pulling the feeding tube from Terry Schiavo's throat? Is it conservatives or liberals? And who is it who's trying to save that poor, unfortunate woman's life? No, it's not the same as 7 million Jews, but it starts with one rotten, stinking husband, supported by one rat bastard lawyer, supported by Larry King and Wolf Blitzer and the other liberal scum, always on the wrong side of history.
This is the Savage Nation. What is the Savage Nation?
It's America's most exciting talk show.
A lot of these illegals fill jobs that no resident would do.
You're 100% right, and that's because of the welfare state. So if you get rid of the illegal aliens and send them back to Mexico, where most of them come from, and you take away the welfare for the able-bodied, you solve the problem. Make them pick the vegetables. Make them clean the cesspools. Make them do the dirty work in America. They got nothing but time on their hands.
Savage.
Would you eat a sardine egg? I mean, I see the fishermen out there on the bay. I spoke to one of them. There's a fortune in sardine eggs. You can't even get them in America, sardine eggs. They fish them out of the bay here, and I can't even get a sardine egg. Just to taste. You can't eat poultry because they peck each other to death. You can't eat veal because they're raised in an unharmonious atmosphere. So what's left but a sardine egg? You have to live on coffee and cigarettes. That's about all that's left.
This is the Savage Nation. What is the Savage Nation?
It's America's most exciting talk show.
I think that the far left is gunning for an actual civil war, and we'll have to wait and see. They don't know when they lose. They don't know when to reach out across the aisle. They're the sorest losers in history. We voted for the crushing of Islamofascism worldwide, and we voted to stop the sewer line running from Hollywood into our homes. That's what we voted for. That's what motivated us. End of story.
Savage.
There was nothing positive coming out of Kerry. Another reason he lost. Everything was Bush is bad, Bush is horrible. If I'm elected, we'll have the right war in the right place at the right time. I don't know where it is, when it is, how it is, but I'll find a war that every Democrat will like. It might be in North Korea. It might be in South Korea. Every word out of his mouth was negative, negative, negative. I would say that my dog, which weighs 6 pounds and is 6 months old, has an IQ equal to about 50% of the Democrat voters.
This is the Savage Nation.